These soldiers were trained to face real threats, but what they encountered out there didn't follow any known rules. One of them recorded something tearing into a soldier in broad daylight deep in the jungle. Another captures someone being dragged across the ground by nothing visible. And in one case, whatever they recovered wasn't supposed to be seen. From remote patrols to encounters that were never meant to be recorded, these are the moments where training stopped working. The giant bat in the jungle. Footage released by a local news channel shows soldiers in the jungle struggling against what appears to be a massive bat-like creature. The creature is already on top of one of them, dragging the body as the others try to pull him back. Even with multiple men fighting it, the animal doesn't release its grip. And within seconds, it keeps pulling him away, refusing to let go. Something was already there. A team of biologists entered a remote jungle, escorted by soldiers, setting up cameras in an unexplored area. But just minutes in, everything went silent. Clinging to a fallen tree, something was already there. Over 2 meters tall, hairless, muscular, watching them without moving. No one stepped closer, they just kept recording.
Rope's gone. I dropped it. What's still? It's climbing again.
Then it let out a sharp sound and rose to its full height, its spine moving unnaturally under the skin. The transport cage. A TikTok user recorded a government convoy moving through traffic, carrying a strange prehistoric-looking creature inside a cage. The footage was captured from a traffic jam, as the vehicle passed close enough to clearly see the animal inside.
Jesus, what is that thing?
Hey, put the phone down. Stop filming.
I'm not moving, man.
Hey, watch the footage. Back up, no photos.
Pins in. Hold it.
Seconds later, one of the soldiers noticed him recording and walked directly toward him, telling him to stop filming and leave the area immediately.
Stop filming.
I'm not moving, man.
The hybrid capture.
Secure the tail. Don't let it twist.
In an open field near Cedar Hill, Missouri, a creature discovered by a local family was surrounded and captured by soldiers using ropes. The being appeared half human, half tiger, with a muscular body and aggressive behavior as it struggled to break free.
Hold the rope tight. Don't let it move.
Watch its claws. Get back. Don't let it go. It's too strong.
Then it fully transformed into a tiger-like monster and snapped the restraints holding it, before calmly walking away toward the jungle without stopping.
It's too strong.
Chernobyl bunker footage. This footage was recorded in Chernobyl, one of the places with the highest reported paranormal activity in the world. 2 Ukrainian soldiers were inspecting a bunker in the abandoned city of Pripyat. Then something moves above them, crawling across the ceiling without being clearly visible. The footage ends without showing what it was. Pulled into the jungle. In the mountains of Colombia, a soldier was suddenly grabbed by the legs during sunset. While on the ground, his companions held onto him as something unseen kept pulling him deeper toward the jungle. The force increased, dragging him further, despite their effort to hold him in place. But whatever was pulling him never became visible. the ravine capture. In a dry ravine inside El Yunque Reserve near the northern border, a patrol team was sent after reports of illegal hunters. What they found instead was a group of men struggling with ropes around a creature in the middle of the ravine.
It's out. Watch his tail. Keep tension. Keep hold. Ropes are free. They're on the arm. Now, coming in. Cover me. Watch that claw. It's free. Weapons up. Weapons up. Move.
It appeared to be a hybrid between a scorpion and a spider, constantly moving as soldiers tried to hold it down. The footage ends while they are still trying to control it. The desert transport. An unidentified military convoy was seen crossing a restricted zone, nearly 40 kilometers from the closest point to the Dead Sea. Inside one of the cargo vehicles, under a black cover, there was a human-sized body that was not breathing, but also not dead. It had thick gray skin, cracked like a marine animal, wearing a torn, wet shirt despite there being no water nearby. Its torso moved occasionally, its black eyes fixed upward without blinking as the convoy continued in silence. The four-winged bird. During a quiet patrol in Canada, a fixed military camera recorded a large black bird perched on top of a monument. At first, nothing seemed unusual until the creature shifted and two additional wings began to unfold from its sides. The silhouette suddenly expanded into something far larger, with four wings spreading outward in a way no normal bird should. The soldiers watching the feed were left staring as it held its balance there with ease. The Convoy in rural China. In a deteriorated sandy road in rural China, a military convoy was recorded moving through the area. Inside the transport cages, multiple creatures could be seen with wet feathers, scales beneath, and predatory eyes. Their appearance showed details unlike any known animal, reflecting the surroundings as they moved inside. The soldiers escorting the convoy remained tense as they walked alongside the vehicles. The transparent container. A person hidden behind the trees recorded a secret military convoy holding a giant creature inside a transparent container. The creature remained inside the structure while soldiers stood around it as if waiting for something. The armed personnel stayed alert, aware of their surroundings while guarding the transport. The person recording stayed hidden, knowing they could be detected at any moment. The drone detection. In the Peruvian jungle, a military drone detected a humanoid figure sitting on the ground, wearing what appeared to be a helmet. Around it, there were reddish remains scattered on the ground that looked like bones. As the drone got closer, the figure showed no signs of decomposition and then moved slightly. There are no military reports or scientific explanations that match what was recorded. The ocean sighting. An old recording shows a massive sea serpent moving beneath the Atlantic Ocean. There is no context, no tracking, only the silhouette captured from above. The footage was recorded by a military member traveling in a helicopter during the sighting. After that moment, nothing else was documented or explained. The ruins figure.
Bravo 2-1 to command.
In Iraq, during night operations near ancient ruins, soldiers recorded movement in an area where no one should be. A tall figure appeared between the structures, standing out clearly against the terrain. Its movements were unnatural, and it showed no reaction to the light aimed at it.
Bravo 2-1 to command.
The footage ends just seconds after the encounter without any explanation. The forest sighting. During a patrol in a dense forest in Venezuela, soldiers detected a heavy and unusual movement between the trees. As they approached, they captured a massive silhouette moving through the vegetation, with 3 horns and a shape similar to a triceratops. The soldiers themselves seemed unsure of what they were seeing, despite the size and movement suggesting something real. To this day, there is no clear explanation for what was recorded. The deep sea presence. At 500 feet deep, a U.S. Navy submarine was sent to investigate a disturbance in the area. On the seabed, a motionless creature remained fixed, with a long neck, hollow eyes, and a beak resembling an ostrich and a pelican. It did not swim or flee, only opening and closing its mouth in slow, silent pulses, as if it was breathing underwater or waiting without moving. The ocean disturbance. A group of soldiers were sent to investigate the coast of an unidentified island in Australia during a reconnaissance mission. In open water, the surface began to rotate, forming a massive whirlpool that did not look natural. The motion suggested something enormous moving beneath, pushing the waves outward from below. But the body of whatever was underneath was never seen. The Night Watch. A TikTok user claiming to be a soldier was monitoring the outskirts of the Sonoran Desert alone during the night. From a distance, he saw a woman standing in a place where no one should be at that hour. Then he noticed something was wrong with her eyes. They were red as she began making sounds. The noises matched what is described in the legend of La Llorona, while the post read, "Welcome to the army, the crazy hour." The red-eyed giant.
Jesus Christ, what the hell is that thing?
Leaked military footage shows U.S. soldiers facing a giant figure with red eyes in an unknown location. The youngest soldier appears frightened, but his superior orders him to hold position.
Jesus Christ, what the hell is that thing? You see that out by the tree line?
Negative. Stay close. Don't break formation. That ain't no damn bear, man.
A lightning strike appears in the background without any sound as the figure remains watching them. There is no clear context of where they are or what the creature actually is. The window figure. During an intense bombardment, Israeli soldiers took shelter inside a damaged building while recording the chaos outside. Then one of them noticed a motionless figure behind a shattered window, staring directly back at them. Its pale face and eyes reflected the explosions like mirrors without reacting. When they reviewed the footage frame by frame, the shape appeared humanoid, but clearly distorted. The light descent. In Peru, inside a military base, soldiers reported that a being surrounded by light descended from the sky and approached them. Multiple surveillance cameras captured something moving toward 2 soldiers before disappearing. An officer stated he saw the figure descending near a light post and getting close without making contact. There is no official explanation, and all soldiers involved maintain their testimony. The invisible descent. In Moscow, outside a secret military facility, security cameras captured a nearly invisible humanoid perched on a wall. Moments later, the figure begins to descend slowly, levitating down into the street.
Сидит, блядь, на этом нахуй. На заборе. Точно, блядь, это не паук был, блядь. Издалека-то как паук показалось. Паук, Олег, вот сейчас время-то какое?
As it reaches the ground, a second glowing spherical entity reacts and quickly moves away. The humanoid remains briefly, then vanishes without explanation. The mountain cry. While on patrol in the Mexican highlands, a military squad began hearing what sounded like a woman crying in the distance. The sound grew louder and distorted as locals warned them about a witch said to roam those mountains at night. Their lights caught strange movement between the rocks as the cries suddenly stopped. Then a single shriek echoed, freezing everyone in place. The Phantom Soldier. At a military barracks in Russia, security cameras captured what looked like a soldier walking slowly through the corridor. His posture was rigid, his march precise, but no personnel were assigned to that post that night. The uniform appeared outdated as the figure continued moving through the shadows. When officers reviewed the footage, the corridor was completely empty. Thermal chase in the base. Thermal cameras on a military base in Australia captured a soldier on night patrol being followed by 3 tall figures. As he started running, more began appearing behind him, turning the pursuit into something far more aggressive. The number kept increasing as they spread out, moving faster and cutting off any clear way out. Within seconds, they surrounded him and rushed in.